The print, 13th of August 2022, Bangladesh is unhappy with the poor quality of Chinese military supplies. China has been debt-trapping smaller Indian neighbors as part of an all-out campaign on the Indian subcontinent and launching a full-scale war against India. China has long sought to become the primary exporter of defense goods to India's neighbors to enslave them. In Asia, it used the provision of armaments as an instrumentum regni. It makes an effort to link some nations through military reliance. However, a media source claimed that the initiative would appear to be undermined by the inferior quality of the equipment supplied, which was well below Western and Russian norms. Recently, the China North Industries Corporation, Norinco, delivery of tank ammunition drew the ire of the Bangladesh army, which rejected it as untested. The nation appears to be unsatisfied with the caliber of Chinese military supplies. Bangladesh's dire economic circumstances pushed Dhaka to turn to the Chinese, who offered considerably better prices than Westerners. Because of this, the army purchased light weaponry, artillery, and armored vehicles made, mainly in imitation, by Norinco, according to Bangladesh Live News, which cited the Roman news site DIFESA Online. Over 2011 to 2020, the Dhaka government, which is working on an upgrading program for the armored component, bought defense equipment from China for a total of $3 billion. In 2011, it did just that. In addition to modernizing 170 Type 59 tanks to the Type 59G standard, it bought the Chinese MBT-2000 tank, which was constructed by Norinco based on the Type 90M tank. The Type 69 fleet was later converted to the Type 69EG standard. The 155 52 Serbian self-propelled rotor Nora B-52 was acquired by the Bangladesh Army to replace the Chinese-made pieces to modernize its artillery. Beijing is also working to establish a submarine base and maintenance, repair, and overhaul (MRO) facility in Bangladesh. The naval facility will have the most significant strategic value because it will be situated just 70 kilometers from the Myanmar border, in the Pekua Upazila region, with a view of the Kutubdia Canal, close to the village of Magnani in the province of Cox's Bazar. According to the news source, this is most likely related to the Dhaka Navy's acquisition of two Chinese main-class submarines, Type 035G. According to the news source, China Precision Machinery Import-Export Company, CPMIEC, has recently provided Bangladesh with specific equipment for the HQ-7 short-range surface-to-air missiles. However, several issues, including those with the engine, communication system, and infrared guiding device, have been observed about transport vehicles and missiles, Bangladesh Live News stated. The Bangladeshi Navy also criticized the inadequate radars supplied by China Shipbuilding and Offshore International. Before this, a 2021 study by the US-based think tank RAND Corporation called out a gap in Chinese defense contracts, noting a lack of accountability and transparency. China sells weapons mainly through state-run export organizations like the North Industries Corporation and the Aviation Industry Corporation of China, AVIC, Norinco. China's foreign policy includes arms transfers as well. These transfers are utilized in conjunctate forms to complete foreign policy efforts as part of China's One Belt, One Road plan. The experts claim that because of subpar after-sales assistance and equipment that quickly degrades into non-functional machinery, many nations have little or no faith in Chinese enterprises. According to the Russian Council, China still isn't regarded as a top-tier producer of cutting-edge military material and has the skills necessary to build highly complex pieces. Although some prospective buyers believe Beijing's weapons are of poorer quality and dependability, many developing nations purchase Chinese weapons because they are less expensive than comparable systems. Beijing's aggressive approach to the sale of armaments, its use of several low-interest credit facilities, and its global footprint should cause some apprehensive heads to turn. Along with increasing its arms sales, China invests and provides military training to its lending nations. Besides Bangladesh, China's customers for weapons and ammunition include Pakistan, Thailand, and Africa. Additionally, China has given Serbia HQ-22, Fk-3, surface-to-air missiles, SAM, and sold 36 J-10C aircraft to Pakistan. Top importers of cheap Chinese weapons include Tanzania, Nigeria, Sudan, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Gabon, Algeria, Namibia, Ghana, and Ethiopia. 47% of Chinese weapon exports went to Pakistan, Beijing's closest friend, according to a recent analysis from the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, (SIPRI). In comparison, Bangladesh and Thailand accounted for 16% and 5% of the rest, respectively. Given its relative prominence in the arms export market, it may be a surprise that China, behind India, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Australia, came in fifth place on the global list of arm purchasers. However, China employs these weapons to access key installations and uses them against the host countries. Thus Bangladesh needs to exercise caution.